wrapped up in Colorado Springs in the capital murder trial of Glenn Galloway, the former Fort Carson soldier accused of shooting and killing 2 people in May of 2016. Prosecutors are seeking the death penalty. News 5's Andy Cohen in court today. He's live from the courthouse with a wrap on what we heard today. Andy?
Rob, what's interesting about this case is that both the prosecution and the defense seem to agree that the suspect here, Glenn Galloway, shot and killed the 2 victims, Marcus Anderson and Galloway's ex-girlfriend, Janice Nam. Now, what the defense had said in their opening statements was that they didn't agree with the motive for some of the killings, and they also wanted to challenge Galloway's state of mind at the time that these killings happened. That could be important because this is a death penalty case. Now, here's the sequence of events as we understand them. On Sunday, May the 29th of 2016, Galloway went with Anderson to a storage unit that Anderson had. While they were there, Galloway shot Anderson once in the head, then drove away in Anderson's truck. That night, Galloway then broke into Janice Nam's house and shot her twice. He then turned himself in the next day at the El Paso County Jail. Now, the prosecution is arguing this was a calculated, cold-blooded murder. Nam had a restraining order against Galloway. He was convicted of stalking her. He'd been living homeless with Anderson at various motels around the city before the murders. The defense argued the first shooting was actually self-defense. They say that Anderson was carrying Galloway's gun in his waistband. When Galloway saw it, he became afraid. There was a confrontation and a fight, and that's when they say that Galloway's instincts kicked in, and after that, after the shooting, he panicked and he left the scene. And they say that night Galloway was in a period of mental and emotional instability when he shot and killed Nam. And they say he later came to his senses and turned himself in, along with all of the evidence, including the murder weapon. Now, we should also note that Galloway was not present in the courtroom when the trial began this morning, and that had to do with the fact that there was some sort of outburst earlier in the morning. He had allegedly picked up a computer that one of his attorneys had and tossed it across the courtroom. It narrowly missed the court reporter, so the judge wanted Galloway to be restrained during the proceedings. He was. They put him in what's called a black box, basically like a pair of handcuffs that hold his hands to his waist, and he sat quietly through the rest of the trial. Watching out for you, Andy Cohen, News 5.